Yo, we got your boy Chris Lathley. Welcome back to another video, and today we'll be breaking down one of the worst cards in UFC history, and definitely the worst one of the year. And of course, it's the Canadian card, UFC Winnipeg, Malott versus Burns. 12 fights on this card. Originally 13, but the Allen Nascimento fight fell through. So let's start at the early prelims and build our way up. This is the only fight that I didn't break down. So I'm going to go Jamie Siraj. I'm just going to call him Jamie. He's a plus, or he's a minus, what, 200? As you can see, it's a very clear discrepancy in these picks here. John had a fight against Bash. He got submitted. From what I saw in his fights, he's a good striker, damaging punches, good kicks, but his grappling is terrible. Bad takedown defense. He can get controlled on the ground, and obviously his submission defense is not good. And Jamie's just very well-rounded, great striker, good kicker, but he thrives in the jiu-jitsu game. He has really good submissions. Most of his wins are by submission or ground and pound. And I just think Jamie's going to be able to take down, what is it, John Yanis? Yanis? Whatever. I think he's going to be able to take down Yanis at will and find a submission, probably round 1 or 2 submission for Jamie. Now, Mark Vlogden versus John Castaneda. Castaneda's very good. Castaneda's a very good boxer. Has decent kicks. He's all around pretty well. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, John has really good footwork, boxing style, good takedown entries. He does have some good wrestling. He can take down, he can control. He has good head movement. He responds to getting punched well. He doesn't show that he's hurt. He walks forwards constantly. He throws a lot of good combos. But his takedown accuracy is only 33%. He takes a lot of punches. 4.9 significant strikes absorbed. Bad striking defense. He doesn't have much in terms of submissions. He doesn't attempt too many. He doesn't do well while being pressured. He struggles to control people, and he can get caught while backing up. And he tends to fall over a lot. His balance isn't too good, and he's not much of a counter striker. Mike's just really good, and I can't pick against him after that fight he had. This dude has grit. He's not willing to just get knocked out. He has a good shin, very durable, great cardio, really good striking, really good wrestling too. He trains with Hamzat. He has good wrestling, good ground and pound, very strong. He is very undersized for this weight class. But I think the pressure, the power that Mike has, I think it's going to be too much for Castaneda. And I think Mike is just going to dominate this fight with his pressure. He's going to hurt John at multiple points in this fight. I think his wrestling's better than John, and I think he'll be able to take down John. He is open on the feet. So I think John will be able to land some combinations on him, but I think he's way too durable to be finished by John, who is a decision machine nowadays. Even though John is much more proven against high-level competition, I have to go with Mike. I was really high on him when he was on the Contender Series. I picked him to beat Luna, but obviously he had Fight of the Year against him, and Luna came out on the other side of that, but I'm picking Mike. And Mike is the underdog on multiple websites. It says he's the favorite, but he is the underdog. Dude, I'm just gonna... it's 5 a.m. I'm going quickly against these ones. I don't really care. Jamie's gonna win this. Jamie's more masculine. She's pretty much better everywhere. Her wrestling, her control is better. JJ struggles against wrestlers, people who can control her. She's a good boxer. She has good technical striking. But she again struggles against physicality. Jamie's very physical, and the striking discrepancy is not too much. Jamie's wildly improving. She is pretty talented. I think Jamie just cruises to a decision. And I think she's coming off of a finish, right? Yeah, I mean, she's winning her fights. JJ's just win one, lose one type fighter. Yeah, I think Jamie just dominates JJ. I think she's too physical for her. I'm running through these. Daria versus Melissa Croden. I think Croden's gonna win. Man, I hate breaking down women's fights. That Alan Nascimento fight, losing is just, this card's terrible, bro. Daria, great striker. She doesn't really have much power. She's high volume, 4.7 strikes, or significant strikes. Good straight punches. She's decent in the pocket. She's very accurate in the pocket. She lands a shot. Good footwork. Good combos. Solid kicks to the body. She throws a lot of arm punches. Not much behind them. Her takedown defense is only 50%. Questionable submission defense. She gets dragged into wild exchanges. And pretty much everything to do with wrestling, she isn't too good. Her bottom game's terrible. She gets hit by a lot of ground and pound. Submission defense isn't too good. She doesn't like being pressured. And the biggest thing in this fight is she does not respond to someone that can manhandle her, much more physically dominant than her, stronger than her. And that's exactly what Melissa Croden is. They're around the same size physically, but Croden is much more built. She's shown that she is a very strong opponent. Her striking is pretty good. She's durable. She has power. But her wrestling game is really good. She's able to get people down. She's able to control. She shoots, or she lands 1 point something takedowns a fight. 1.2 takedowns a fight. She only gets better the longer the fight goes. She has good cardio. She won't back down, and I just don't see Daria being able to deal with the physicality of Melissa Croden. So I think Melissa Croden by decision. Have I picked against the Canadian so far? Well, 3 for 3. There we go for the first non-Canadian pick. Gokhan is going to win this fight. Tanner Boser is actually decent. Sakrikam is pretty good everywhere. There's not much that is bad about his game. He's very well-rounded. He has fast hands, solid boxing. He has power. But where he thrives, in my opinion, is his wrestling. He has pretty good control on the ground. Very strong. And he's made for heavyweight. Really good takedowns. He has pretty good cardio. He has solid submissions. Good leg kicks. And he can transition on the well. And he's not slow. Good entries. Fast level changes. He has submissions everywhere. Good counter puncher. Solid kicker. There's not much to really say about his game that's negative. He's unproven against really high level competition. His best competition probably Oleg Popovich in PFO. He struggles with fighters who can just chain wrestle him and hold him down. He does go on the back foot quite a bit, but I don't think Tanner Boser is gonna really impose himself on Sakrikam. Tanner Boser's talented, but he flip-flops between light heavyweight and heavyweight. He got released from the UFC because he went on a 2-4 skid. He's undersized for heavyweight, and he's a little undersized for lightweight, or for light heavyweight. He's durable. He's much faster than a lot of heavyweights. He has a really good footwork. He has pretty solid boxing. His leg kicks are his main weapon. He has good defensive wrestling. He can get up. Good takedown defense. Light on his feet. Really good cardio. And he fights at a high pace. But, again, He lacks strength. He's like physically weak. He doesn't have that one-shot power that can set you out. And he gives up his back when he tries to get back up. And his wrestling isn't too good. He can be held down. He struggles against wrestlers. And he doesn't really have much aggression. So the way I see this fight going is just Gokhan being able to walk down Tanner landing the better punches, but Sakricom can panic wrestle, take down Bowser, and kind of just hold him there, get some ground and pound off. I see this going to a decision, like a 29-28 decision. I mean, Tanner is definitely proven against higher level competition. He's fought OSP, he fought Rodrigo Nascimento, Iron Kutalaba. Well, I mean, he kind of got dominated by, he got knocked the fuck out by Kutalaba. He also fought Cyril Gahn. But I think Sakricom is the better fighter. I thought Tanner Bowser was a lot older, but apparently Sakricom's older. Yeah, so I think Sakricom's physicality is going to be a little bit too much for Bowser. Dude, this fucking card sucks. Jesus Christ. Robert Valentine versus Julian LeBlanc. Dude, LeBlanc is so shit. So is Robert Valentine. They're both really bad. But Julian is just straight up a can crusher. He's pretty shit at everything. Like, he would not be in the UFC if he wasn't Canadian. I mean, he has good kicks, dynamic kicks. He has good cardio, and he's pretty decent in the clinch. But just like his striking defense is bad. His wrestling, his defensive wrestling is terrible. Terrible takedown defense. Terrible get up game. He can be held down for long periods of time. He doesn't have any power in his hands. I mean, he has some submissions off of his back, but he was struggling to lock in a really open triangle. So I wouldn't put too much credibility in the submission threat. And I mean, we've seen Robert Valentine get fucking fraud checked by a lot of people. He got dominated by Torres Finney. He got dominated by Atiba Gutierrez. Ryan Loder. I thought he beat Ryan Loder. Who did he beat? Didn't he submit Ryan Loder? Oh, okay. Well, I'm still going Robert Valentine. I mean, Robert Valentine's really good in the clinch. He's not UFC level, but he's a higher talent than LeBlanc, I think. He has good submissions, good Muay Thai. He's the larger fighter, I believe. I don't believe LeBlanc is 6'2". He has good ground and pound. He has really aggressive, damaging strikes in the clinch, elbows, knees. He has good cardio, good scrambles, quick submission, good takedowns. Just all around, I think Valentine will be able to dominate this fight and probably find a submission. Yeah, I'm going to go round 2 submission for Valentine. Considered by league or participant, assessed as pro by Tapology. Isn't all of them pro? On to the final main event. I see a lot of people comparing this fight to Tresean Gore versus Azamat Murzakanov. And that is because Barboza has 1 round of cardio. He's a heavy power puncher. Good boxing defense in the first round. Cuts off the cage. Great pressure. He has a pretty good front choke. 14 first round finishes. Does fantastic work when opponents are up against the cage. Constant forward pressure. Good chin for the most part. He's just really good in the first round. He's incredibly dangerous in the first round. But after that, volume drops off. He gets destroyed at distance. Bad takedown defense. His cardio is non-existent. It's like Mikel Pereira. He gasses after 1 round. His chin isn't the best after round 1. And both of his losses were in the second round. Due to him just pouring out in the first and then slowing down. Dennis Bazoukian. I mean, he keeps range well. He walks forwards. He throws a bunch of volume. He has really good cardio, decent wrestling. He has a good chin, good takedown defense, pretty good competition. He's fought Sean Woodson, Jamal Emmers, martial, and he's just very aggressive, but he's very hittable. And he doesn't have the best accuracy with his own punches. So I think Barboza will be able to time a counter punch as Bazookian wades in as he usually does, with his hands down, just throwing big combos. I think Barboza catches Bazookian and puts him out in the first round. Obviously, Barboza will get fraud checked at some point by someone who... He's a minus 400. I'm not picking against him. Before I break down the Moises fight, I'm going to break down the Korean and Jastrovičius. I think Jasmine's winning this fight. I think Jasmine's the better fighter. I think Korean Silva's very overrated. I think this fight will probably go very similar to the Macy Barber fight. Yes, Jasmine got folded by Manon recently. But Manon's high level. She's the best fighter outside of Natalie Silva, that's not champion, in the women's division. She has fantastic jiu-jitsu, great control, dangerous submissions, great pace, great cardio, high-level grappling, solid volume, 3.74, really good clinch strikes. She's just very good at jiu-jitsu, and she's getting it better on the feet. And she's only improving. At the age of 37, she's only improving. While Korean Silva is just, stagnating. She has really good jiu-jitsu, but she often utilizes it too late into fights. She has great submissions, dangerous elbows from bottom. She is active from bottom. Good scrambles. She has good offensive wrestling. She can control people. She can look for her subs. She's decent boxing, but I think on the feet, Jasmine's probably going to be better. And I think it's going to be risky for Jasmine to take down Silva, because Silva's pretty much only threat of finish is on the ground. But I'm leaning towards Jasmine decision. Yeah. Thiago Moises versus Gage Young. Now, this is a risky fight, because obviously, well, they both have the, they're both 2-5 in their last, Gage is 2-3. Moises is 3-2. But Moises is only losing to really high level competition. Klein should be top 15. Benoit is top 5, I think. And Jared Gordon is a former top 5, or a former top 15. He beats the low level competition. Not that Gage Young is low level, but I just don't think he's on the level of Moises. I think Moises, he got folded by Gordon, which is not a good look. And his durability is fading. But I don't think Gage has that one-shot knockout power that you kind of need to finish Moises. Gage Young, he has great pressure. He really loves to get in your face, walk forwards, throw high volume. He's accurate. He has high volume, good boxing. He has good head movement. He has some takedowns, but he doesn't really utilize it. He's really good in the pocket. Good takedown defense. He has whipping kicks. Good teep kicks, fast hands, good footwork. But he hesitates a lot. He's very open to the body. He struggles to capitalize on big moments in fights. He doesn't check leg kicks, which will be a killer in this fight for him. He's fairly hittable. Again, he struggles against defensive. He struggles against defending kicks. He relies on head movement rather than defense, and he allows a lot of straight shots to hit him clean. He has really good competition, though. He fought, I think it was Quillen Selkild on the Contender Series. Moises is just very dangerous on the ground. Great jiu-jitsu. Very good wrestling. Can get the fight to the ground. He sets up his wrestling with his strikes very well. Once he gets the fight to the ground, he's dangerous. Great ground and pound. Great submissions. Great control. He maintains distance very well. He's defensively sound. His kicks are deadly. Mainly his leg kicks. He's slowing down massively, though. His hand speed is terrible. Questionable takedown defense. He can hesitate a lot. He is very low volume, so high volume strikers do tend to overwhelm him, which is exactly what Gay Jug is going to try to do. But I think the power that Moises has, and I think the leg kicks will be enough to fend off Gage Young, and I think Moises will be able to panic wrestle, get Gage to the ground, control him, and I think it will be a 29-28 decision for Moises. Mendel Nalo. I'm turning on my fan, bro. It's hot as shit. The Rat Nalo versus Jai Herbert, whose only claim to fame is that he head kicked, nearly knocked out Ilya Taporia. He went to life and death decision with Rolando Bedoya, who's a terrible fighter. Nalo is old. He's surprisingly old for a debutant. But I think he's very talented. I mean, from what I watched on the Contender Series, because I did bet on him to win the Contender Series fight, I think he's going to knock out Jai Herbert. I think his straight shots are very good. I think he has a really solid chin. He's strong in the clinch. He's physically overpowering. He has really good jiu-jitsu, great leg kicks, really good at turning the tide of a fight. He has knockout power, good pocket fighting, good knees. He has really good jiu-jitsu. He keeps his range well, great jab. He has good wrestling. He's dynamic. He doesn't have the highest volume at times. He's not the best on his back, but that's not going to be an issue for Nalo in this fight. Because Jai is not going to take him down. He doesn't check low kicks, which could be an issue. He has been known to give up when he's facing adversity, but again, I think Jai is he's fading. I don't think he's gonna be anything in this division. I think he's older now, right? Yeah, he's 37 years old. He's had some rough fights recently. He fought Fares Ziham. He fought Padilla. He's been going against great competition, but I think his kicks are slower now. I don't think he has the pop on his strikes. I mean, he struggles if you're able to get in the pocket with him. He's not very good at the pocket. He likes to stand at range, pick you apart with his kicks and his boxing. I think Nalo will be able to get in the pocket. He gets in range very well. I think he'll get in the pocket. I think he'll hurt Jai, and I think he can get Jai out of there in the second round. Tyler Phillips versus Charles Jourdain. This is a fight that I went back and forth on for a long time, and I'm landing on Charles Jourdain winning. And it comes down to the wrestling of Jourdain and the gas tank of Phillips. Phillips, I don't think he's ever lost a first round inside the UFC. I think he's undefeated in the first round. So I'm just chalking that first round. I think Phillips will be faster in the first round. I think his kicks will be better. And I think he'll land the better shots in the first round. But after that first round, he fades. He fades really hard. He becomes slower. He's more lethargic. And he's been taken down in his last 7 fights. Jourdain is not the greatest wrestler, but he's taken down people with way better takedown defense. He took down Gene Silva 3 times. I think his wrestling will be able to win him minutes. And I think on the feet, he grows into the fight. He has really good cardio. I think when Phillips slows down in the second, I think he'll be able to land his kicks. I think his combos will be better. I think the flashy combos of Phillips will fade. And I could even see Phillips shooting a panic takedown when he's getting overwhelmed, and then Jourdain gets that guillotine choke. Because Jourdain's guillotine choke is unbelievable. It's so tight. It's hard to escape. You can't do it. He destroyed Davy Grant. He looks so much better at bantamweight too. He was not a featherweight. He was really small for featherweight. You could see by him getting dominated by both these guys. He was small, but in bantamweight, he's faster. He's much more physical. He's stronger. He's faster. His power is there. And I think he will be just a little too much for Phillips. I think it will be similar to the Vinicius Oliveira fight where Phillips just can't get it going. in the later rounds, and he'll get outpointed. And I think Jourdain has much more finishing upside than Phillips here. I don't think Phillips will have the power or any submission attempts to get Jourdain out of there. And I think Jourdain could find like a jumping knee on Phillips. And I definitely believe that guillotine will be open to him in this fight. And I think all of his fights recently have been finished by submission. Yeah, I mean, I don't see Jourdain finishing Phillips with a knockout. Phillips has shown that he's very durable. And I don't think Phillips has ever been finished, right? I don't believe... Yeah, he's never been finished. Jourdain has. But I think Jourdain's much better at bantamweight. I think he's more durable at bantamweight. I think he deals with the power a lot better. And I mean, I'm not going to give too much credit for the Gene Silva knockout. Gene Silva hits like a fucking train. So I'm going to go Charles Jourdain decision. And there's not too much to break down on this one. Gilbert Burns is 1-5 in his, or 1-4 in his last 5. I don't think... I mean, Gilbert Burns has fantastic jiu-jitsu, really good submissions, great wrestling. He has really good hands too, but I think Mike Malott's gonna knock him out in this first or second round. I think Malott has so much more going for him in this fight. I think he's a better wrestler. I think he can control Burns, and I think on the feet, the pressure Malott gives, the power that Malott has, will be too much for Burns, and I think Burns is just not dedicated anymore. His durability is not there anymore. I think he wilts way too quickly. I mean, I think if this was prime Gilbert Burns, I think Gilbert Burns gets Malott out of there. But we're seeing an older, 39-year-old Gilbert Burns who's coming off of multiple KOs. I mean, I just think Malott's too quick for Burns. I think the combo is going to be there for him. I think the boxing of Malott will be there. And Gilbert Burns, his defense is terrible. He relies on his durability to get him through fights instead of his defense. And just, I can't imagine them going 5 rounds without Malott finding that chin. Malott finding the chin and chinning Burns. I just can't see it. If this goes deep into the fight, I would favor Burns. Because of Burns' cardio still there. He could work on the ground. He could get... Malott has gassed out in multiple fights. He got finished by Neil Magny due to his bad cardio. He was slowing down against Trevin Giles. He was slowing down against Fugit. He slows down massively. I mean, he went to a decision with Kevin Holland, but Kevin Holland's incredibly hard to finish. And it's in Canada. I think he'll have an extra boost. I think Malott finishes Burns in the second round. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.